Rainy here. As Super Kyle brought to my attention, you guys don't actually know much about me. So, I'm gonna spend today, I don't know exactly how long yet, but I'm gonna spend today giving you a rundown of me. So stay tuned. Interests. Movies, literature. All literature. Writing, reading, everything. History, mainly ancient European history. Psychology. Not so much TV, but I do have a few favorites. Star Trek. Dexter. Dexter is one of my favorite shows. And Doctor Who. I am a Doctor Who fanatic. Like, it's starting to become a problem. I really like Doctor Who. I really like it. Really, really like it. I actually have a 4-port USB hub. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. That's a TARDIS 4-port USB hub. Movies. Clockwork Orange is definitely one of my favorites. Yeah, you know what? A lot of people are surprised at that because it's so famously violent and I'm a pacifist. But I find it intriguing, really, and that sort of goes along with my psychology thing. I just find it very psychologically interesting. 12 Monkeys. 12 Monkeys is a fantastic movie. Watchmen. Although I like the book better, the movie's still fantastic. Except the ending. I didn't like the ending. Anyone who reads the book will know why. Because the book's ending is so much better. The new Star Trek movie, guilty pleasure. I'm an old school Star Trek fan, original series, so I was skeptical that they were making a movie, but I think they pulled it off well. And Zachary Quinto is fabulous. The Labyrinth with David Bowie. It's absolutely wonderful. It's the kind of movie we either despise because it's a really shitty movie, technically, or adore because it's fantastically shitty. I happen to adore it. A Fish Called Wanda is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. Pan's Labyrinth. It's just absolutely beautiful. All the Star Wars movies. All the original Star Wars movies. The last 3. 4, 5, and 6. The new ones. Blazing Saddles. Blazing Saddles and Young Frankenstein and just about any Mel Brooks movie. Spaceballs. You name it. I love Mel Brooks. Any Monty Python movie. Holy Grail, Life of Brian, whatever. Lord of the Rings. Of course, Lord of the Rings. If there's anything you should know about me, it's that I am a geek at heart. I love Lord of the Rings. I really do. Like I've said, Star Trek, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Doctor Who. You name a geeky fandom, and I've got it, really. It's kind of a problem, actually. Books. Let's go on to books. Books. Lord of the Rings, obviously. The Hobbit, obviously. Abarat by Clive Barker, the Abarat series, is actually really, really incredible. There's just a level of imagination and freedom in those books that is very rare, I think. Any Ray Bradbury short stories. I really love Ray Bradbury, but not his novels so much. I find them a bit tedious, fascinating, but just hard to trudge through, you know. But his short stories are absolutely fantastic. There Will Come Soft Rains, one of my favorite short stories of all time. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I cried at the end. I've never seen the movie, and I don't really want to, because even though I love Jack Nicholson, I've heard things about that movie that I don't like the Dexter books. I've only read the first Dexter book, but Darkly Dreaming Dexter, but I've fallen quickly in love with Jeff Lindsay's style. Again, it probably goes along with the psychology thing again. I just really like the psychology of the character Dexter. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Douglas Adams was a brilliant, brilliant man. And that whole series is one of my favorite series of all time. It's just so good. There's so many good quotable bits of it, and it's just so fantastically random and hilarious. It's really funny. If anyone's read the book, there's a bit where Douglas Adams talks about the grammar of time travel. In my sophomore year of high school, I printed out that chapter and gave it to my English teacher, and she gave me extra credit for finding it. Yeah, I'm a geek. Back to interests. As I said, literature is one of my main interests. And I wasn't kidding. I am planning on being an English major, with a focus in creative writing, because I do love writing. I really do. Short stories, poems, a novel, which just for the life of me I can't seem to finish. I'll write anything. I really do. I write all the time. I absolutely love writing, especially with feather pens. Not just feather pens, though. I guess it's any pen that you have to dip, really. My brother just got back from Italy, and he bought me a Venetian glass pen. It's one of my favorite possessions. Can't really see the detail in it, but it just feels so right. So, as you can see, I really am a nerd. Fantasy, sci-fi, geek entirely. That's probably a huge part of who I am, actually. Which is why I'm telling you guys, really. Because I think that does have a lot to do with my interest in religion. Because I have a general interest in sort of mythology and fantasy, sci-fi, and whatnot. That's really where my interest in religion stems from. So, that's me in a kind of broad nutshell. And those are most of my, I guess, intellectual interests. We could have a whole other video on my love of coffee and pasta. As for my sort of creative interests, that's it, really. I would love to elaborate on any of those if anyone's interested, especially Doctor Who. Music. I entirely forgot music. The Beatles, Zeppelin, all the good, old classics. Floyd, the Decemberists, Neutral Milk Hotel. I don't even know. There's so much. Settle, Telekinesis, The Grateful Dead, Vampire Weekend, The Who, Elevati, Coldplay, Cold War Kids, Say Anything, Bob Dylan. I love Bob Dylan. The Gorillaz, Streetlight Manifesto, The Clash, The Shins. That's all I can really think of for now. There's way too many to name. I have a really sort of varied interest in music. I have a really guilty pleasure. Bagpipes. Anything with bagpipes in it. I know there are Anglophiles, but I don't know if there's a name for people who love all things Scottish, but I really do. A man in a kilt. That's all I can think of for now, really. If I think of any more, I'll let you know. I think I'm gonna stop bothering you guys now, because it's been quite a while.